So for the latest on the New York trial, let's bring in former federal prosecutor and former attorney for former President Trump, James Trusty. Jim, welcome.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
So I guess the question everybody's asking is, what's the impact of Hope Hicks, a former Trump insider?
Yeah, hard to know. I mean, look, a couple of things that I think are fascinating. Number one, I used to try long-term cases, RICO cases, death penalty prosecutions. It would stretch for weeks. It was always a smart move to have an impactful witness on Friday afternoon. And you kind of want to leave the jury with something to think about. And this was a very emotional bit of testimony. She actually substantively kind of helped both sides and hurt both sides. She talked about this issue of motivation for why they would do these lawful non-disclosure agreements. And part of the motivation was clearly political from her perspective. Part of it was he didn't want his wife to have to read these types of stories. Each side gets something to play with. I think ultimately, big picture, she's a helpful moment for the prosecution, but she still is pointing all arrows in terms of the substance of her testimony towards Michael Cohen. And she even had a few pot shots at Cohen. So if you're the defense, you want this whole case to be about Cohen's credibility. That's your best chance for getting a hung jury or an acquittal out of this thing.
Hicks testified the former president told her about Michael Cohen making payments. How damaging is that?
I think a lot of this is tawdry but non-criminal. You know, at the end of the day, there's no real fight about whether there were non-disclosure agreements. They're lawful. If they weren't lawful, Congress would be locked up by now. You know, so it's kind of absurd to focus on this stuff and act like it's criminal when it's commonplace. And they brought some of that out through the first witness, Pecker, about different celebrities that also do NDAs that are based completely on being a nuisance suit, like the doorman who falsely accused President Trump of having a kid out of wedlock. He got money out of that. So it's kind of a gross underbelly of the law, these NDAs, but there's nothing illegal about them. We're still trying to go, you know, the illegality jump, the felonization of these misdemeanors comes probably at the hands of Michael Cohen. I think that's tough sledding.
Let's show our audience the timeline of this New York case. July 2019, the Manhattan DA completes its probe, no charges. Fall 2019, state prosecutors looked at charges but set probe aside. February 2022, Alvin Bragg declines to move forward with the case. January 2023, Bragg's office convenes grand jury. March 2023, Trump indicted on 34 felony counts. Based on your experience, how surprising is that series of events?
Well, it's very surprising, and there's some other elements that weave into that. I mean, look, Michael Cohen was a failed cooperator. The Southern District of New York, not known for being timid in their prosecutions, set him up with his plea to be a guy that would testify against Donald Trump. They literally had a statement of offense for his plea agreement that referred to the president as co-conspirator one or some sort of title where it was pretty obvious that's who they were gunning for. He was such a bad cooperator, they walked away. And then the other thing to add to the timeline, that again, it's not necessarily a smoking gun, but I think it's a fair question, is Colangelo. You've got a guy who's at a political perch at DOJ, number 3 ranked at the Department of Justice. Bragg has said we're not going to do this case. Suddenly Colangelo gets homesick and says it's time to go back to New York, where he becomes the right-hand man for Bragg, and 3 weeks later they indict this case. So, you know, it's not crazy to talk about political motivation for this case as well as the other ones that have popped up against President Trump.
So you've made reference to Michael Cohen, a former Trump insider, but he's been convicted of perjury and disbarred. So how does he have credibility in this case?
Yeah, well, I mean, 12 people are going to tell us whether he has credibility. And again, I think that the defense is best served by not attacking every witness full bore, but saving it, reining it in. You've got a wealth. I mean, I teach a criminal evidence class in a local college, and we just literally went through cross-examination rules. And I was like, oh, Cohen's on this one, on this one, on that one. I mean, to have a guy convicted of perjury is like the gold standard. To have a guy who goes to the media every day for years blasting and showing his bias against the defendant, that's another piece of you know, a gem for them to play with in cross-examination. That he's frustrated about not having a White House position. Can you imagine Attorney General Cohen? So, you know, we've got all this stuff to cross-examine him on, inconsistencies. The best the government's going to be able to do is say, we've got corroboration over here and there, and that he's a bad guy, but he was Trump's bad guy. I mean, that's really what they're going to have to argue. And the question is whether 12 New Yorkers, you know, feel like this case rises or falls on Cohen's credibility. If you make them feel like it does, then even if they didn't have a predilection to acquit, they might move in that direction.
Jim Trusty, thanks so much for your time and your analysis today.
Sure. Good to see you.